Like, have you seen a therapist before? Have you ever gone to a therapist?
Honestly, I've never, but I'll try. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Mental Health with Muthoni. Today we are going to talk about stress, what causes stress, and the management skills or the management techniques of stress. And today I have a very amazing guest. She's not only amazing but also beautiful. I'll let her introduce herself.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm Vanessa Makada, a student at Moi University, and music is my therapy.
Oh, that is so amazing. So let's start with our topic.
Welcome to Mental Health with Muthoni. Let's take a moment to breathe and be present. In this space, we explore the mind and nurture the soul. Join me as we break the stigma and embrace our journey. Together, we'll find strength in vulnerability. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. Let's start this journey to mental wellness, one step at a time.
In our today's topic, we are going to talk about stress and some of the ways to manage stress. Maybe Vanessa, you can take us through the definition of stress and the ways to manage stress.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, stress is the mental state of being totally not in place. Yeah.
So, what are some of the ways to manage stress? The skills that you can use to manage stress?
Okay, some of the ways to manage stress, one of them is setting realistic goals. So most of the time we find ourselves making too big goals zenye zinafanya mpaka tukue very stressed. And also another thing is learning how to be content. Yeah, we're supposed to be content with what we have, because when we overdo and overthink, it makes us feel so much stressed that haitusaidii. Yeah.
So, another way to manage stress is through relaxation techniques ama skills. You find we have breathing techniques, that is, we breathe in and out whenever we feel anxious, whenever we feel like tuko stressed. Also, another way to manage stress inakwanga getting enough sleep. I feel kuna watu hukuwa na insomnia ama hypersomnia to cope up with stress, but getting enough sleep can help us cope up with stress. Yeah, another way to manage stress is through having a journal. But do you have a journal? Do you have one?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. That's so interesting. Keeping record of how you feel, being present with your emotions, with to say like right now I'm feeling happy. I'll go and put it down that today I was feeling so happy. What caused my happiness, and also when I feel sad, I also have to keep the records, and you track your emotions, how you've been feeling, and it will help you cope up with stress, and it will also help you to know what is stressing you. Maybe you have some other ways that we can have to manage stress.
Sure. So another way is self-care. You should learn yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, okay, your coping mechanisms. If this happens to me, what should I do? Am I a person who listens to music? Am I a person who goes for nature walks? Am I a person who does journaling? Yeah, you should learn and understand your coping mechanisms. That will help you deal with your stress. Yeah.
And maybe because we have learned some of the ways to manage stress, can we talk about what causes stress? Maybe I can start with maybe academic pressure for us who are in school. You find that you have a lot of assignments, you have a lot of projects that you have not completed, you have a lot of lectures to attend, and you find yourself like umepitwa na deadline. You find yourself stressing or having a burnout out of the academic pressure. Another thing that causes stress might be family issues. You find a lot of us tunatokanga na stress home, like we come from dysfunctional families, we come from families where wametufanya tukue na PTSDs, and we carry them to school, so we cannot be able to stay in school, we cannot be able to focus in school simply because tuko na the thoughts from home. And to cope up with that, I feel tunafaa kukua in the present. I'm in school, I'm not at home. Like, let me manage my school work. I'm not at home. Like, is it affecting me in any way? Is it affecting my academics? Juu unapata the moment mtu ako na stress inaanzanga kuaffect her academics or his academics. You find unapata low performances, low grades, huwezi focus, you start isolating yourself, which is not good. Inakulead unakuwa na stress, maybe you end up being depressed. Now also, you might end up even committing suicide. Yeah, that's it.
So for that, for academic pressure, what you do is we plan. You plan, proper planning. Useme, each time I'll do my assignments, this time I'll do this, na ukuwe na deadlines, specific deadlines to avoid all that. Okay, story na mambo na family issues, it's very important to have someone to talk to and someone trusted, not just anyone, and someone who can really help you to deal with your issues, because a problem half shared is half solved. Yeah.
Some of the other ways to manage stress, I feel having support groups. Like, okay, for therapist, if you have a problem with substance abuse or drug abuse, it's either narcotics or alcohol. After umetoka kwa rehab, they give you the groups like Narcotic Anonymous na Alcoholic Anonymous. So I feel the same with people who have stress. Unaweza waeka kwa hizo groups, ama you can join a group where maybe a movement penye wanasaidia kumanage the stress. I also feel they can help a lot. Maybe you have some of the other ways to manage stress.
Okay, some other way of managing stress is exercising. Actually, it definitely works. It has a way to deal with your mind and you become at ease. I know most people don't like exercising, but you could try. Yeah, it really works. Yeah.
So another way to manage stress is seeking professional help. Like, have you seen a therapist before? Have you ever gone to a therapist?
Honestly, I've never, but I'll try. Yeah.
Don't really mean, okay, seeing a therapist is expensive. If you have someone to talk to, you better talk to them, because seeing a therapist it's a cost. So I feel if you maybe talk to your friends and you feel they're not helping you, or you have talked to your parent and you feel they are not helping you, you can talk to a therapist. You can go and see a therapist at a cost. Si bure, haikuangi bure, stone hivyo. So at a cost, and they will be able to help you through different techniques, through different theories. Maybe hata kuna medications zitakuwa included, but yeah, maybe you have something to add on the skills.
So another thing I can add is laughter. Actually, laughter helps. After, yeah, it does. After like laughing with your friends, making jokes, ushaikaa mahali, you have friends and then make jokes, ucheke, hadi unakumbuka kai. Nilikuwa na hii stress, imeenda. See, that has ever happened. I'm so sure it happens. So laughter actually is medicine, as they say. It's not inasemangwa tu ni ukweli. Yeah.
But that laughter itatoka from cracking jokes. I feel itatoka from the jokes that we make with friends. Ili your laughter ikue, and I feel ni kama nimekuwa therapy ama I'm born again. Yeah, so yeah. I also feel like one of the causes of stress, like in addition to whatever we have discussed, there is romantic relationships. You find people breaking up in their relationships. Maybe for us who are in campus, we are in that stage of intimacy and isolation. If you're not being intimate, you're isolating yourself. So majority of us are in the intimacy stage. You find us breaking up with our girlfriends, with our boyfriends. We have stress. It affects us emotionally, physically, and in every way. Like unapata mtu akipata breakup, napata hadi headaches. I start sleeping a lot. Yeah, maybe you have something to add on the causes of stress.
Okay, another cause of stress is procrastination. And as for procrastination, what you should do is plan. Have a plan. Let's say today, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. And then you make sure you have specific deadlines and you make sure you achieve the deadlines. To avoid being stressed, over things you could have avoided. Yeah.
Remember to subscribe, comment, like, share everything, and to hit the notification button. Yeah. Till next time.